I'm going to show how to assemble this table. Let's get started. Dad cut out and glued a table. These are 3/4 inch wide boards. They're about 1/4 inch thick. And I've marked in 1/4 inch and 1/4 inch, which is where the stick legs will go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some, I'm thinking this is 100 grit or 330, somewhere in there. It's not super coarse. I just want to, this is the nicer side, so I'll make this the top. And by putting the sandpaper on a flat surface, it should sand flat. If I'm doing an edge, I don't want to tip it because I'll round those off, so I want to keep it down nice and flat. And it sands it down fast. There's before, you can see it's kind of rough. No, much better. I'm actually going to do the top, and I want to go with the grain. There we go. And I've got a drill bit that's just a little bit smaller diameter than these sticks. Now these sticks are all a little bit different size. These are actual sticks off, I think this is buckthorn. And I'm not using like a dowel rod. I just wanted kind of to have a primitive look to it. So these are, I'm going to have to drill a hole here. So I have a bit, and I'm going to drill it a little bit smaller so that these will be friction fit, and then I'll also glue them. So going over to the drill press. I've set this bit, and then I'm going to have it come down, and I've set it so it'll only go halfway through this tabletop. So I'll just indent a little bit, and I'm going to drill these, and I'll be back. I'm putting these table legs in, and I'm putting the smallest diameter on the top, kind of like a tree grows. Table is upside down now, and yeah, this one's just a tad too big, so I'm going to take a knife and whittle this down just a little bit. I'm actually creating a little bit of a taper. And it's surprising how well tapers hold. Not necessarily, well, they do in wood, but steel too, and incredible. I just want to work all the way around that. I don't want to go too crazy and check it. It goes in a bit, but I want to take it down a little bit more. And there we go. So let's see how that's pretty good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out all the legs, and I'm going to put some glue on them and then put them back in. Now I'm going to use some carpenter's wood glue, and I've taken out the legs and I've put them in the corners that they go. So I'm going to take a small popsicle stick, put some glue on it. Some on one of these legs, and then I want to put this in. And if these aren't perfectly straight, what I want to do is I want to have it going, this part of it going out or that way. If it's crooked, it looks really bad. If it's bent in like this, that's an exaggeration, but even a little bit doesn't look good. So looks pretty good. I want to take a socket. I don't have a little hammer. Knock that down a bit. I got the one in. It's looking good. I'll bend that out just a little bit, and then put in this next one. Some of that glue on there. And I'll actually turn this one 180 degrees. That one's a little bit bent that way. So, pound that down. Got a little bit of glue buildup here. I'm going to wipe that off. Nice thing about this glue is it's water soluble, so you can actually take a rag and wet it with just water and wipe this glue off. But you want to do it when it's still wet. So I'll finish up the rest of those and then I'll show you the completed table. And got that last one in, wiped up the glue. These legs all pretty much the way I want them, and now I'll let that dry overnight. I noticed on the table that it rocks a little bit, so there's about an 1/8 inch gap on this leg. So what I'm going to do is mark this leg and that leg, and then I'm going to sand those down a little bit, because these two are the longer legs, and I want to shorten those so then all four will touch the table surface at the same time. So I'll get some sandpaper. On these table legs, here's one that I marked, and this one. So what I'm going to do is I have a small piece of sandpaper. You could use a larger one too. With that one, with the pencil mark, I need to take that and shorten it a little bit. So I'm going to line that up on there, keep it perpendicular to the top of the bench, and just move it back and forth with moderate pressure. I'm not pushing real hard. If I just go this way, then the paper won't crinkle up. If I go that way, it's going to buckle up. So I'm not going to go real crazy on it. And I'm going to take down this other one also. Let's see how that is. It's a little rocky yet, so I'm going to take down this one a little bit more. And this opposite one too. And it needs a little bit more, but you get the general idea. I'll just take that down until that doesn't rock anymore. Actually, want to try that. Yeah, those two legs need to go down a little bit more, then it'll be stable. But that's how to level that out. And there is the finished table. A fun project. Be sure and like, subscribe, share, leave a comment below. Have a great day.